Well, I've developed today a whole new appreciation for people that replace capacitors on these old machines because, oh my god, that was the most stressful thing I've done in a long time. So, it's back in the case. We have power. We have floppy. Does it work? No more Samazi Mac. Mouse cursor. Floppy disk icon. Now the screen does keep flickering. You might just be able to see it on the video. I need to find out why it's doing that. So I'm going to get in contact with Mac84 because he said I could direct message him on Instagram. But apart from that, it's fixed. So I don't actually know if this boot disk will work on this machine. I suspect the flicker's got something to do with one of the capacitors I put on. Perhaps it's not making a decent enough connection to the motherboard or to the logic board, whatever you want to call it. Now I couldn't see it before, and you might not be able to see it on camera, but the screen does have a bit of burning across the top where the menu bar used to be, which I guess is to be expected. It's taking a long time. Nothing's gone pop yet and there's been no magic smoke, so now I'm half tempted to put my LC475's hard drive in because that's going spare. That's 160 megabytes. Or a blue SCSI. I say A because I've just bought another one. I'm dying to know how much memory this machine has. There's the Finder. Four megabytes of memory. Wunderbar, so that's going to hopefully be upgraded to 10. And probably have a blue SCSI in it. So I am incredibly chuffed. I'm very pleased with myself. Hurrah! The flickering seems to have stopped for the moment, so that's kind of good. Oh, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on this journey with me.